How about we start today's episode with a small word game. So this game is called Word Ladder. So I'll give you a 4-letter word and then I'll give you a clue. And the answer to that word is something you'll get by changing just one letter of the first word that I give you. And then I'll give you a second hint. And for that, you will have to change one letter from just the previous word. So we keep going on.
Oh, so that way we get a completely different word by the time we end.
Yes, there may be no connection at all between the first word I gave you and the word at which we end. Get started?
Sure.
All right. So the first word is F-O-N-T, font. You know what a font is, right?
Yeah, like how you type things and what style you want it to appear in.
Yeah. So that's the first word. And the clue I'm going to give you is the thing you kick with. So you change one letter from the word font and you get the answer.
So font, and then we have to change one letter. We kick with our foot, so it's foot.
Yes, F-O-O-T, foot. Correct. The next one, a silly person. That's the clue.
Okay, I'm not sure about this one.
Don't be a dash. You're such a dash.
Fool.
Yes, F-O-O-L. The next one, a swimming venue.
Swimming venue. A pool.
Yes, P-O-O-L. And the second last one, you vote at an election. Or you participate in a dash by giving your opinion or your vote. Okay, should I give you the answer? P-O-L-L. Poll.
Oh, a voting poll. The town is going to the poll today. Okay, I should have guessed that. That was kind of easy.
The last one, a medicine you take when you're ill. One letter change from P-O-L-L.
It's a pill. P-I-L-L.
Correct. Just like what you said. You see how the first word that we started with was font and we ended up with pill, which is no connection at all.
That was very fun.
It's summer vacation time, so we thought we'll do something slightly more fun compared to our usual episodes. And I hope all our listeners too enjoyed this. And at the end of this episode, we leave you with another word ladder and let's see if you can find the answer to that. But in the event you've never heard an episode on What's New Today podcast channel before, hi there. This is a kids and family podcast channel and I'm the host Sangeeta from India. Today's episode has nothing to do with words, although it is something to do with a pretty popular game in India. And joining me to discuss this topic is...
Hi, I'm Eesha. I'm 13 years old and I study at Babaji Vidyashram, Chennai. I'm in 8th grade.
Welcome to the show, Eesha. And, or should I say, welcome back to this show, since you've come and spoken about some other very interesting topics related to science and Nobel Prizes.
Yeah, that's correct.
But what are we going to talk about today, Eesha?
So today is actually a really interesting topic. It's about badminton.
And you play the game, badminton?
Yeah, I really enjoy the game. I go for classes and I have my first tournament coming up soon.
Whoa! Good luck. So, but what is the news item that we're going to talk about within badminton?
In the Badminton Asian Championships for men's doubles, India has won gold.
Is this the first time?
Yes, this is actually the first time India has won the gold in the Asian Championships for men's doubles. And it's actually a very big moment for India because it's also the first time we came to the finals in the past 52 years.
Wow! But is badminton a very popular sport in India? Do Indians rank highly in this sport?
Well, actually, we rank highly, but not as high as we do for some other sports like cricket. Cricket is way more widely popularized in India, and badminton is also popularly played, though not as much as cricket.
Cricket is a sport where we're all absolutely crazy about. But we can probably list about 10 or 20 players. How many badminton players from India can we think of?
I play badminton, and I only know like three at the top of my mind. Pulela Gopichand, Saina Nehwal, and P.V.Sindhu.
Yeah, P.V.Sindhu and Saina Nehwal have won Olympic medals, so I'm guessing we will all remember. Pulela Gopichand, how do you know him? He's not a contemporary player.
Actually, he's a retired player, and he is the coach for P.V.Sindhu and Saina Nehwal.
But there's one more very famous badminton player who's also retired, whose daughter is a famous Bollywood actor.
No?
No?
I'm not sure.
Have you heard of Deepika Padukone?
Yes.
Her father, Prakash Padukone, was one of India's best badminton players.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard the name somewhere.
You've heard the name somewhere. All right, I'm glad to have brought it back to your attention. He too was, in fact, I think he was the first ever Indian to have won the All England tournament. He also runs another very, very good quality coaching institute in Bangalore. So any of the best players who come out of India usually come out of one of these two coaching institutes. Pulela Gopichand's in Hyderabad or Prakash Padukone's one in Bangalore. I know you've done a little bit of reading about the sport itself. So can you walk us through how this sport started?
So there was a very popular children's game called Battledore and Shuttlecock. So actually, this game, Battledore and Shuttlecock, was actually about two teams, and they'd have to keep hitting a shuttlecock from a string that was suspended 5 feet into the air. And badminton originated from that. So you can kind of see the similarities between the two games.
Where did it originate? Which country did the game of badminton originate?
We're not clear about where it first originated, but that variations of it that were originated from India, China, and even Greece. But the version or variation that we know today was made in India by British officers who played the game.
I too read a story somewhere that some of the British soldiers who were posted in India, I think it was in the city of Pune, they used to play the game against Indians, and that's how they learnt and picked up the game. And then when the Britishers went back home, they continued to play the game and they popularized it. So that's how the game has become this popular, especially the form in which we know it today. Very interesting, right?
Can I tell you a quick fact? The game was first played by British officers in Pune, right? So they first called the game Pune.
The game was called Pune?
Yeah.
Really? Huh. Okay.
But then after that, they changed the name to badminton. Because Battledore was the old name for racket, and that's why I believe they changed it to badminton.
Oh, very interesting. Thankfully, imagine saying, I'm going out to play a game of Pune. Lame. Yeah, badminton just sounds a little bit more macho to me, at least.
Yeah.
So, any other stories about badminton players that inspired you that you want to share?
Well, actually, I really like P.V.Sindhu. She's the first Indian to win the historic BWF World Championships in 2019, not too long ago. She's the first Indian to win it, actually.
Wow, this is after she won the Olympic medal.
She got silver in 2016 because she was playing against Carolina Marin, who is the world number one at the time.
Okay, so who are the two players who won these two medals for India at the Badminton Asia tournament?
So they are Chirag, Shetty, and Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy.
So both Chirag Shetty and Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy have also trained only under Pulela Gopichand. So they're all probably peers who practice against each other regularly, no? Imagine walking into that court, P.V. Sindhu on one side, Chirag Shetty on the other side, all these top-notch players in the world walking in every morning for their Monday morning practice session. I think it'll be fun.
That would be really cool though, to watch like these matches between them, and it's not filmed, so it would be like unknown to the world.
I did see the Badminton Asia men's doubles finals match, and the speed at which they react and their reflexes work, and the speed at which the shuttlecock flies.
The reaction timing is amazing. The thing I really liked is like when I play, I'll be like moving all around the court, like running just to like get something that goes near the net, then get something that's at the back of the court. But then they like react, they get to the middle of the court, and then again they go to the other spot. Like they don't run around, they react, go back, react again.
Wow! So thank you so much for sharing this incredibly interesting news and proud moment for many Indians too, about India winning the Badminton Asia men's doubles for the first time, I think, in 58 years. So 3 cheers to Chirag and Satwiksairaj from the What's New Today podcast team. So with that, we come to the next interesting part of this episode, which is
quiz time. Let's see how well you listened.
Do you want to ask me questions?
I'm fine with either. Can you ask me one and I ask you one?
Okay, that sounds good too. So question 1, what was the game of badminton called earlier?
Battledore and shuttlecock. What is the full form of BWF?
I'm going to guess it is Badminton World Federation. The third question, who are the 2 players who won the Badminton Asia men's doubles this year?
Satwiksairaj, Rankireddy, and Chirag Shetty. So now the fourth question is, when did P.V.Sindhu get silver in the Olympics?
2016 Rio Olympics.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you very much. Normally, we only have 3 questions, but in the interest of being democratic and equal, I thought I'll just make it 4, so you get 2 and I get 2.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Eesha. It was such a pleasure chatting with you. And for all our listeners, because I promised you a word ladder at the end of it, here comes the word ladder. So the first word we start this word ladder game is with the word L-O-N-G, long. The first clue that you can work with is the game table tennis is also called this. And there are 2 words to it. And I'm looking for the second word. If you change 1 letter from the word L-O-N-G, you'll get this. Moving ahead on the word ladder, the next clue is lotuses grow here. You'll have to change 1 letter in the previous answer. The answer corresponding to table tennis is also called this. And you'll get the answer to this. So I repeat, the clue is lotuses grow here. It's a water body. And the third and the last clue is, this is the name of a small horse. What do you call a small horse? Or you could say, I'm riding a dash. A child is riding a dash. And that's the third word. If you know the answers to these 3, and if you're listening to this on Spotify, if you scroll down below the show notes, you can find a place where you can reply and leave your answers right there, these 3 words. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or any other podcasting platform, please email us at hello@wsnt.in with your answers. If you've forgotten my clues, I've written the clues right down in the show notes once again, so you can read them and try and solve them at your own pace. That's it from us today. If you enjoyed listening to this banter between Eesha and I, please do remember to follow and subscribe, and do leave us a rating and review. That's the best way we can grow our audience. New episodes drop every Monday and Friday. And
Thanks for listening.